Everyday English listening. Let's listen to English every day because it helps us improve our listening skills, understand pronunciation better, learn new vocabulary, and become more confident in real conversations. Keep practicing. English makes me proud of myself. Learning a new language is never easy. It requires time, dedication, patience, and a lot of courage. For me, that language is English, a global language that has changed the way I see the world and the way I see myself. Looking back at my English learning journey, I can proudly say, English makes me proud of myself. It has helped me grow not only in language skills, but also in confidence, independence, and self-worth. I used to be shy, uncertain, and afraid of speaking up. Now, I am more confident, curious, and proud of who I am becoming. 1. From fear to confidence. At the beginning of my journey, English felt like a mountain too high to climb. I didn't understand the grammar, I had a strong accent, and I struggled to remember new words. Every time I tried to speak, I feared making mistakes. I was afraid people would laugh or not understand me. But instead of giving up, I kept trying. Little by little, I practiced every day. I listened to English music, watched videos with subtitles, and read short stories. I made mistakes, of course, but each mistake taught me something new. And slowly, the fear turned into confidence. I began to speak more, ask questions in class, and even start conversations in English. That confidence didn't come from being perfect. It came from being brave enough to try. And that's something I'm truly proud of. 2. Small achievements, big pride. Some people think pride comes only from big achievements, but for me, pride also comes from small wins. I remember the first time I had a full conversation in English with a tourist. It was a simple exchange, but I felt like I had conquered the world. I remember writing my first paragraph in English without help, and I felt like an author. Each small success made me feel stronger and more capable. These moments, no matter how small, showed me that I was learning, improving, and moving forward. I keep a notebook where I write my progress, new words I've learned, things I understand now that I didn't before. Looking at that notebook makes me feel proud. It's proof of my effort and growth. 3. A new voice for my thoughts. English has given me a new way to express myself. Before, my thoughts were locked inside one language. Now, I can express my feelings, dreams, and ideas in English. I can write essays, messages, and even poems. I can describe my experiences to people from other countries and understand theirs too. Having this second voice has made me more thoughtful and creative. It's like having more colors to paint with. I can now share my story with the world. And that power to communicate beyond borders makes me feel incredibly proud. 4. Opening the world to me. English has opened the world to me in ways I never imagined. I can now read international news, follow global trends, watch movies without subtitles, and take online courses from famous universities. These experiences have made me feel connected and confident. I am no longer limited to my local world. I feel like a global citizen. And knowing that my English skills helped me reach this point gives me a deep sense of pride. 5. Inspiring others. As I improve in English, I notice that my journey inspires others. Some of my friends or classmates come to me for help with their pronunciation, writing, or vocabulary. I happily share what I've learned. It feels amazing to be able to help others using the knowledge I've worked so hard to build. Sometimes people ask, "How did you learn to speak like that?" Or, "Where did you practice your English?" Their questions remind me that I've made real progress. It's not just about language anymore, it's about becoming a role model, even in small ways. That's a source of true pride. 6. Believing in my potential learning. English has also changed the way I think about myself. It has shown me that I am capable of doing hard things. When I feel discouraged in other parts of life, I remind myself, if I could learn English, I can do this too. English has taught me patience, discipline, and the power of practice. These are skills I use in everything I do. More importantly, it has helped me believe in my potential. I used to think some things were too difficult for me. Now, I know that if I try, I can improve. That belief in myself is one of the most powerful feelings I've ever had, and I owe it in part to my English learning journey. 7. Dreaming bigger. Dreams. With English, my dreams have grown bigger. I now dream of studying abroad, working with international organizations, or becoming a writer or speaker who uses English to share ideas. These dreams used to feel far away. Now, they feel possible. English has given me the tools to dream beyond borders. And even if I'm not there yet, the path is clearer because I can read, listen, and learn in English. Just knowing that I'm one step closer to my dream makes me proud and excited for the future. 8. Overcoming challenges. There were many hard moments along the way. I failed some grammar tests. I forgot words during presentations. I felt frustrated when I couldn't express myself the way I wanted. But I didn't stop. Each challenge made me stronger. Each time I wanted to quit but didn't, I became more determined. Looking back, I see a version of myself who kept going, even when it was tough. That version of me is someone I'm proud of. 9. A journey, not just a goal. Sometimes people ask, "Are you fluent in English yet?" I don't always know how to answer that, because for me, learning English isn't just about reaching a level. It's a journey, a part of my life, a part of who I am. Every day I learn something new, and every day I become a little more proud of myself, not because I'm perfect, but because I'm growing. And that's what matters most. In the first part of this essay, I shared how learning English helped me grow in confidence, believe in myself, and open doors to new dreams. But the story doesn't end there. As I continue to learn English, I discover more reasons to be proud, not only of the progress I've made, but also of the person I am becoming through this journey. English has shaped my identity in positive ways, giving me strength, purpose, and a sense of achievement that I carry with me every day. 1. Learning with discipline and dedication. Learning English has taught me discipline. I had to create a daily habit of studying, even when I didn't feel like it. I made flashcards, listened to podcasts, read English articles, and practiced speaking alone in front of a mirror. Some days were easy, but others were frustrating. There were times I wanted to skip practice or stop altogether, but I reminded myself, if I keep showing up, I will improve. I feel proud of how disciplined I have become. It's easy to give up, but staying consistent takes strength. This self-discipline has helped me not only with English, but also in other areas of my life, like time management, goal setting, and finishing tasks. 2. Becoming independent and resourceful. Before I learned English, I relied heavily on others to explain things, especially when using websites, reading product information, or understanding instructions. Now, I can search in English, read guides, and solve problems on my own. For example, when I wanted to apply for a scholarship program, all the instructions were in English. I didn't wait for someone to translate it for me. I read carefully, used an online dictionary when needed, and completed everything myself. I didn't win the scholarship that time, but the process made me feel independent and proud. I proved to myself that I could figure things out on my own. 3. Using English in real life. One of the best feelings is when I use English in real life, and it works. I once helped a foreign traveler at the airport who was lost. I explained directions, helped them find their gate, and even answered some questions about local culture. When they thanked me, I smiled and felt proud, not only because I helped, but because I used English confidently in a real-world situation. I've also used English at work to communicate with international customers, reply to emails, and answer phone calls. Every time I do this successfully, I feel a deep sense of pride and accomplishment. English is not just something I'm learning for school, it's a real skill that adds value to my life and to others. 4. Expanding my mind and perspective. Learning English isn't just about vocabulary and grammar, it's about culture, ideas, and different ways of thinking. Through English, I've learned about new countries, beliefs, lifestyles, and global issues. I've read articles on climate change, human rights, mental health, and technology, all in English. This knowledge has expanded my perspective and helped me think more critically. I've learned to respect differences, challenge old ideas, and open my mind to new possibilities. English has helped me become not just a better speaker, but a better thinker, and that makes me proud. 5. Creating and expressing myself. English has given me a way to express myself in new and exciting ways. I've written poems, stories, journal entries, and even social media posts in English. I once wrote a thank you letter in English to one of my teachers who inspired me. She was deeply touched, and that made me proud of both my writing and my gratitude. Now, I dream of writing my own blog in English, where I can share my journey, ideas, and encouragement with others. It may take time, but I'm proud that I've come this far, and I believe I can do it. 6. Learning from mistakes and staying humble. Even though I've made progress, I still make mistakes. I forget words, mix up tenses, or say things that don't sound natural. But instead of feeling ashamed, I've learned to laugh at my mistakes and learn from them. I understand now that making mistakes is a sign of growth, not failure. This mindset has made me more humble and open to learning. I'm not afraid to ask questions, get feedback, or correct myself. I'm proud that I've become someone who embraces the learning process instead of running away from it. 7. Helping others learn. As I grow in my English skills, I enjoy helping others who are just starting. Sometimes I help classmates with their homework, or I explain a grammar rule to a friend. I feel proud when I see their faces light up in understanding. I remember being in their shoes, and now I can be the person who supports them. One day, I would love to become a tutor or create English content online to help beginners. I believe learning English is a gift, and sharing that gift with others brings even more joy and pride. 8. Joining global communities. Because of English, I've joined online communities from all over the world, language exchange groups, book clubs, and forums. I've made friends from different cultures who share my interests. Talking to them has helped me improve my English and understand global issues better. One friend from Canada and I chat weekly to practice English and talk about life. We share music, food recipes, and discuss our cultures. These connections make me proud to be part of something bigger than myself. English has made the world feel smaller and friendlier. 9. Setting new goals. English has made me believe in goal setting. Before, I didn't think much about the future, but as I improved, I saw what was possible. Now, I set clear goals for my learning: to read a full novel in English, to score well on an English exam, to write an article without help, or to give a speech in English. I track my goals and reward myself when I reach them. This habit makes me feel productive and proud. It reminds me that success doesn't come all at once, but step by step, with purpose and passion. 10. English is part of who I am. Now at first, English felt like something outside of me, something I had to memorize or pass in school, but now it feels like a part of who I am. It's in the way I think, write, listen, and express my ideas. It has helped shape my personality, my dreams, and my self-image. I am proud that I've built this skill from the ground up. No one gave it to me. I earned it with hard work, time, and patience. English is now a part of my identity, and that fills me with deep pride and happiness. Conclusion: I am proud because I didn't give up. My English journey continues every day. I still have more to learn, more to explore, and more challenges to face. But when I look at how far I've come, from struggling with basic words to having conversations, writing essays, and helping others, I feel incredibly proud. English has changed my life, but more importantly, it has changed me. It has made me more confident, more courageous, more curious, and more connected to the world. Yes, I am proud of myself. And I will keep learning, not to be perfect, but to keep growing. Because with every word I learn, I become a better version of myself. Proud of the person I'm becoming. English has changed my life. It has helped me communicate, learn, connect, and grow. But more than anything, it has helped me become someone I can be proud of. Someone who keeps learning. Someone who doesn't give up. Someone who dares to dream. I may still have a lot to learn. I may still make mistakes. But I know now that I am capable, strong, and brave. English didn't just teach me words. It taught me confidence, hope, and pride. Yes, English makes me proud of myself, and I will keep learning with a heart full of joy and a mind full of purpose.